Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. In today's video we're going to look at getting started with the Leagues of Votann in Warhammer 40,000, building a force based around the Hearthband Christmas Advent Calendar Detachment. You'll find the full rules for this detachment, including enhancements and stratagems, free to download from warhammercommunity.com. Today's video is sponsored by the Warhammer merch shop. Want to grab some merch for your favourite Warhammer army? You can use our affiliate link down below to grab your next purchase and help support the channel at the same time. The first model we're going to look at in our force is a Kâhl. Now, this whole detachment is based on taking the elite of the elite for the Leagues of Votann, and Kâhls are obviously like the lords of the Votann, so why not grab them? They do have some cool options in taking either their Autok pattern combi bolters, which are nice 4-shot, strength 4, no AP, damage 1 weapons, or going for a Vulcanite disintegrator, which is a higher point of strength, 1 less shot, but does have the devastating wounds rule and is a shorter range as well. For combat, we have two options of the Forge Wrought Plasma Axe, more attacks, less powerful, or we have the Mass Gauntlet with less attacks, but it is more powerful. We have one of two options for two different crests as well we can take. This is either the Rampart crest for a 5-up invuln on the unit, or a teleport crest which can give the unit we join a deep strike. The abilities we have: Kindred Hero provides lethal hits to the unit we join, while Grim Efficiency allows us to place an extra judgment token down on the table as well. The leader option allows it to join either Einhyr Hearthguard, which we're going to be talking about, and Hearthkyn Warriors, which we'll also talk about in the video as well, though not as much a major part as those Einhyr Hearthguard. And so, speaking of Einhyr Hearthguard, they are what we're going to talk about next. They are a really solid unit, toughness 6, 2+ save, 2 wounds apiece as well, and they've got a few different weapon options they can take. First of all, you've either got your Hekaton plasma guns or the Vulcanite disintegrators. The plasma guns are nice, strength 8, -3 AP, and damage 2. The disintegrators obviously have that devastating wounds. And you've also got the Exo Armor grenade launchers on them, which gives them a little bit of anti-infantry blast damage. Now, you've got in combat the option of either Concussion Gauntlets, which are only 2 attacks but strength 9, -2 AP and damage 2, or the Plasma Blades with an extra attack being dropped down to strength 6 and damage 1. Your unit leader can have a Concussion Hammer, which does keep the nice strength 9 of the Concussion Gauntlet, goes to AP -1 and is damage 3 however, but does hit on a 4+. Now, like the other options with the Kâhl, you've got either the Teleport Crest or a Weavefield Crest, which actually gives the bearer a 4-up invuln. And you've got Oathbound Bodyguard, where while the character is leading the unit, if the strength characteristic of an attack targeting them is greater than their toughness, you just subtract 1 from the wound roll, a nice defensive benefit for the unit. After that, we definitely need some anti-armor and some way to protect some of our slower moving troops, so we've gone with a Hekaton Land Fortress. I really love this model. I think it's one of the coolest parts of the Votann range. It is toughness 12, 16 wounds, 2+ save, and has some really good weaponry on top of it. Now, this could be some options of taking either your Twin Bolt Cannon as a standard or swapping them out for Ion Beamers, which are a sustained hits D3 weapon. You've then got the Cyclic Ion Cannon on top as well, which is a blast weapon, pretty good at taking out Space Marines at strength 9, AP -2 and damage 2. This can also be swapped out for an SP Heavy Conversion Beamer, which is sustained hits D3 with the conversion rule, where each time an attack made-less weapon targets a unit more than 12, you actually get crits on 4+. And then you've also got the option for your Heavy Magna Rail Cannon, which is a D6 +6 damage, strength 18 -4 AP weapon. Only 1 shot though. You can also swap out your Spectral Scanner, which allows your weapons to ignore cover for taking a Hekaton Warhead, which is another good bit of anti-infantry, especially anti-heavy infantry, things like Space Marines and the like. Now, fire support is a special rule. This means in your shooting phase after this model shot, you can select an enemy unit it's scored 1 more hits against, and anything that disembarks from this can actually re-roll their wound rolls against that unit. It does have a transport capacity, as that might allude to, which can be either 12 Leagues of Votann Infantry, Exo Armor take up 2, and Exo Frame take up 3 spaces within it. And lastly, we are going to talk about Hearthkyn Warriors, and they are going to provide us with, some objective grabbers, some utility pieces around the table. 10 models here for a relatively cheap cost with some good weaponry we can use to bring a little bit more anti-armor into the force in the form of things like the L7 missile launcher and the Magna Rail rifle. Now, you've also got the options for taking a wide variety of different specialist equipment like Medipacks, Comms Array, and Pan-Spectral Scanners. And their luck needs keep. Toil earns ability means at the end of your command phase they will gain sticky objectives. Pan Spectral Scanner, as we've already talked about, gives ignores cover. Comms Array can refund you CMP, and Medipack actually gives the unit a 6+ Feel No Pain. And so our Leagues of Votann force is of course using the Hearthband Detachment, and this means we get Methodical Annihilation, where each time a Leagues of Votann model from your army makes an attack with a weapon, excluding blast weapons, that targets the closest eligible unit within engagement range as well, you can re-roll a hit roll of 1. If your unit is a Kâhl, Einhyr Hearthguard, or Votann the Destined, you can improve the AP by 1 as well. So this means either shooting the closest thing, or if you're just in combat, you get that extra abilities there, which is really nice. And so our force for our characters, first of all, is going to have a Kâhl as its Warlord with Vulcanite, Disintegrator, Mass Gauntlet, and Rampart Crest. And then this model's got the upgrade, the enhancement of Bastion Shield, which actually means each time a ranged attack targets the barrier unit, if the attacking model is within 12 inches of the barrier unit, you worsen the AP by 1. We then have a second Kâhl with the same standard loadout of Vulcanite, Disintegrator, Mass Gauntlet, and Rampart Crest, but then we've also got the Quake Multi-Generator as well. This is only available to Kâhls, but it means in your shooting phase, after the bearer has shot, you can select an enemy unit hit by 1 or more of its attacks. Till the start of your next turn, that enemy unit is suppressed and there'll be -1 to hit. For battle line, we have our Hearthkyn warriors, 10 models in the unit, and we've gone for auto pattern bolters on them. The longer range here really does matter, as they're able to affect the battle at a further distance. We then have an L7 missile launcher, magnet rail rifle, the Medipack comms array and Pan Spectral Scanner, along with the Thane with Hekaton plasma pistol and Kin melee weapon. For infantry, we have 2 units of Einhyr Hearthguard. Both units are going to be equipped with Vulcanite Disintegrators and Concussion Gauntlets. Meanwhile, one of them has 10 models in the unit and the other has 5, but both of their Hessiers have Concussion Hammers and Teleport Crests on them as well. Lastly is our Hekaton Land Fortress with 2 twin Iron Beamers, heavy Magna Rail Cannon, and a Hekaton Warhead there as well. We hope that you found this video helpful in getting you started with Warhammer 40,000, and that it was able to give you some ideas and inspiration to start your own force in the game. If you have any further questions, please comment down below, and while you're there, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and join our Discord server to check out all of our future Warhammer 40,000 content.